Hello, welcome back everybody. If you're like me, then already a few weeks ago, you've had your first donut of the season. Well, once you've had your first donut, then whether you're lighting candles tonight or not, then for all intents and purposes, Chanukah has begun. So let's discuss, I want to share with you a short idea about Chanukah. Chanukah is a bit of a puzzle. The basic story is well known. There was a group of Jews who rebelled against Greek domination. They overthrew the Greeks, and they were able to purify the temple, get the temple service going again. They found they didn't have enough oil. They had only a small vial of oil, enough for one day. They lit the oil in the menorah, and miracle of miracles, it burnt for 8 days. And here we are commemorating every year for the last 2 millennia this 8-day miracle. The question is the whole thrust. Surely the whole thrust of Chanukah is just skewed. Because the main feature, the main aspect of Chanukah was that once again the Jewish people were free to practice their Judaism as they wished, not subject to Greek domination. That's surely the main aspect. And yet here we are commemorating what is just a footnote, the very nice miracle of a candle burning for 8 days instead of 1. Why this skewed perspective? Well, let me share with you a very beautiful answer. And I'd just like to tell you that about a month ago, I had a baby boy. Now the reason I'm sharing this with you is A, obviously so you can send me presents in the post, but B, because it really answers our question here. There I was a month ago standing there, visiting my wife, visiting newborn baby in the nursery. And in the nursery in the hospital, there are rows of babies, some of them lying there in pink, some of them in blue, some of them lots of hair, some of them only a little bit of hair. They're all crying, or crying or sleeping. And there's lots of people around. There's nurses looking after them, and there's mothers who come in to visit their babies. So how do you know who's a mother and who's a nurse? Well, the obvious answer is that the nurses wear uniforms. Okay, let's not take the obvious route. There's another way you can know. You see, the nurses very professionally look after the children. They change them, they bath them, and then they move very quickly on to the next one when the baby's content. But a mother doesn't do that. What a mother does, she provides for the basic needs. She makes sure he's clean, she makes sure he's happy, and then she strokes the baby and she kisses the baby. A kiss is unnecessary. A kiss is something extra. But that's all the difference between a mother and a nurse. Because a kiss signifies love precisely because it's unnecessary. And that's the same idea with Chanukah. You see, why did God need to do that miracle of the oil at all? Surely the main aspect of Chanukah had already been achieved. Freedom. Freedom to worship God as they wanted. The Greeks were no longer controlled them. Why was it necessary to have a miracle of oil at all? But that's precisely the point. A miracle is like a kiss from God. It's like a sign of approval and love from God. Precisely because it's unnecessary, it shows that God loves us. So that's why we commemorate. Of course on Chanukah we commemorate the main aspect of Chanukah, the freedom to worship and the continuation of Judaism. But we remember the miracle because we're commemorating the fact that God loves us for it. God loves us for standing up for Judaism. We're more than 2,000 years after the events of Chanukah. But the basic idea is the same. Even today, God loves us. He finds favor. He loves us when we stand up for Him. That's the message of the Chanukah lights. It's like a kiss from God. He's saying, when you stand up for Judaism, when you in your own life stand up for tradition, I love you for it.